Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the 2022 Ford Bronco. Well, I have some good things to say about it and some bad things to say about it. Well, we'll start with the bad things first. The stereo system sucks. Okay, let me open up the door here. Okay, you walk in here, and there's the kick panel speakers back there. You have 4-inch speakers in the dash, tiny things, and the ones in the kick panels are 6.5. So yeah, and then when you look all the way back there, you can't even see it. Oh, there's one. Let's zoom in on that real quick here. Well, let's zoom. Oh, too far. Okay. There's a 4-inch speaker pods that's on that. Look like a roll bar type thing. There's one there, and there's one right over there. They suck. I can't even hear them. You know, the older you get, the worse your hearing is. So I decided to replace, for now, all 6 speakers in the Bronco. And then, later on in the future, I'll put a 2 amps and a subwoofer in it. So let's go around the Bronco here. Alright. First thing, problem number 1. The license plate light. Yeah, I had issues with that not coming on. So I went to the dealership and they said, oh, it's just the bulb. Alright. Well, $40 later, just for the part, I put it in there, and as you can tell, I broke it. And that didn't solve the issue either. So I took it back to Ford, and they had to trace the wiring here. It's not this harness, but it's the harness right in here somewhere, he said. Had to be unplugged and cleaned. He said it was really dirty. I said, really? Yeah. So they charged me $160 for labor. So I got $200 wrapped up in this light that wasn't even my fault. It was just dirty. So that's the 2 things I don't like about the Bronco. The electrical system, I don't know. They did a poor job on that. That should never have happened because I don't off-road. This thing is a mall crawler. I mean, go to the Warren Mall, you know what I mean? But anyways, so the first problem is the stereo. The second, electrical junk goes wrong. So, what else was there? Oh, this is not Ford's fault, but there's another issue I had. Let me find it here. You know those valve stem caps? Yeah. You see, there it is. Alright, so that's no big deal. That has been replaced, that stem. Half of a stem, they told me. Because for Christmas one year, my daughter, can't remember which one it was, gave me these. Right here. Well, guess what? They rust right on. Now you can't turn it. You can't get them off. So I had a nail in that tire right there. And I had to take this to the tire center where I live And they just laughed at me. They said, "Why did you put these caps on?" I said, "I don't know." He goes, "Well, you can't get them off, can you?" I said, "No." He goes, "Well, we have to cut it off." I was like, "Oh my God." All right. So yeah, that was $40 worth of crap that is unnecessary. So do not get those caps for your valve stems right there. Okay. So I got one replaced. I got 3 more to go. Oh boy. Okay, what else? Oh, the most important recall. Well, I had 2 recalls, by the way. Okay, you're looking underneath the Bronco right now. Look how nice and clean that is. All right. Do you believe those 2 rear shocks that came with the Sasquatch package, they were rotting, the reservoirs were rotting so bad that I guess they fall off? So that was a recall. So they had to put 2 brand new ones back on. And boy, they had my Bronco for 2 days. They said they couldn't get those things off. I said, "Isn't that weird? A brand new Bronco and they can't get parts off the thing." Because everything was all rusty. So yeah, that was that was the big recall, okay? And then I had another issue. We're going in here on the driver's side. This light switch was the very first problem I've had. I go to work and see it's on automatic. Go to work, shut off, get out, like normal. And like 10 minutes later, my lights would come on by itself. And everybody goes, "Hey, your lights are on the Bronco." I was like, "What?" Yeah, and I go out there, and sure enough, I had to come back in here and turn the knob to the off position to make sure all the lights were off. And Ford fought me with this. They said, "No, that can't happen." I said, "Well, it is. You guys got the wrong switch in there." And thank God for the Bronco forums. They had the right switch part number from Ford. So I told them, I showed them a picture of it. They ordered it, put it in. And it's been 3 years with no issues whatsoever. Okay. And then a stupid, I must be old school or something. There was another recall, okay? And they said, "Well, we have to come right to your house." I said, "What?" And I said, "What's wrong now?" "Your windshield wipers." I go, "What about them?" "We have to fix them. We have to take your dash apart." I was like, "What?" Yeah, so it was a safety recall. I guess the windshield wipers will stop working when they're running. It's like, oh my God, there we go. So they came down and they had to do a firmware update on my windshield wipers. Can you believe that? An update for your wipers. I tell you what, the newer vehicles, boy, you can't work on these things. But yeah, so we had the wiper issue. That's 1. The light issue was 2. The rear shocks was 3. The license plate light was 4 issues. So far, there's 4 problems I had to solve. Yeah, that update just kills me. But anyways, so I think that was all the problems I've had so far. But yeah, she's getting pretty beat up. I had to put a brand new leather wrap steering wheel cover on. My first time, it looks all right. You had to stitch it yourself and all that stuff. This was a universal one, so it fit only the 15-inch steering wheels. And yes, it takes about an hour to sew. And your best bet is to stand out of the vehicle, have the vehicle running so you can turn the wheel and do it. Because sitting there, there's no way. No way I couldn't do it. Oh, yeah. I just figured I'd make this video to tell you that I still love the Bronco, okay? And I think I'm going to keep it. You know, I'm leasing this one right now, and the lease is pretty much almost over. I'm going to buy this one out, and hopefully I have no more issues, because this thing has 45,000 miles on it already. That's a shame. But yeah, I got some big plans for it now, since it's almost mine. I am going to do some upgrades on it. Like I mentioned earlier, the stereo, speakers. Yeah, that's going to be a big difference. And I'll film that. I have all the speakers now in the house. All 6 of them to replace. But yeah, I just want to make this video to show you the befores and afters. Yeah. Yeah, she's a little dirty. I still haven't had the doors off or the top off. You know, I thought about taking the top off. Probably next year when it's summertime again. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to tint myself the side windows. Get that really dark tint and do it upright, because there's no way I'm going to crawl in there and put tint on there. There's no way. You got to have that off. And then springtime, I'm going to get new tires. The tires that came with the Bronco. Here's a positive then on this one. My salesman says, "Bob, you got to get rid of those tires." I said, "They're brand new." He goes, "Those things are junk. They're only going to last you 20,000 miles. What? I didn't believe him. You know, it's a good thing I didn't do what he wanted me to do. There's another one of those caps. Don't do that. Is, you know, he wanted me to replace these tires right from the get-go and sell the tire itself. I said, no way. We're going to do some wear and tear on these. So, yes, they're the Goodyear Territory MT tires, you know, right there's the size. You know, they say they're junk. I have 45,000 miles on this thing. And yes, it's all road, highway miles, because my work is 22 miles one way. Yeah, the tread is getting there now. Okay. But they will still pass inspection for almost 4 years. And I had no issues except for picking up a nail on that one tire. And yes, they do. They love to grab stones and throw them. Look, they still got these little things on them. I mean, they're good tires. You might as well use them. And what I told the guy, I said, I'm going to get another set of these. Because if they last 45,000 miles for what I need it for, that's good enough for me. So that's what I'm going to do. Now we come to the front. Oh, she's dirty. Yeah, the first upgrade I did was putting this on. You know, to protect the stone chips, because, you know, there's like a brick wall going down the road. So when a stone chip comes up like that, it hits right here and goes up. So yeah, that was a good thing to do. That was like I think that was $100. Nothing's cheap anymore like it used to be. And yeah, I put the old bullet antenna on there. Painted that myself, but boy, that's getting kind of shabby. I might replace that with another one someday. But yeah, then the wiper blades, they're probably, they're 4 years old. I'm going to go ahead and replace those. They're probably $100 too, probably for the pair, if I'm lucky. I haven't looked into them yet. I will after this winter's over. Buy another set. Yep, I think that's all. Oh, I also put the mud flaps on. That's right. I did that myself. It was like 20 bucks for the pair of those. And they lasted 4 years so far. And again, I don't off-road. If I do, it'll be very, very light off-roading. No deep holes or nothing. Yeah, just the base model. I remember building this on the computer. Yeah, that's all I wanted was the base. The base model, 4-cylinder. I almost bought the 6, and boy, am I glad I didn't. Why spend an extra $1,800 when you can't tell the difference? So I drove 2 Broncos, one with the 4-cylinder, one with the 6-cylinder, and I couldn't even tell the difference going up the same direction. Going uphill, coming back down, going fast, flooring it. I couldn't tell the difference. I told him, I'll just put the 4-cylinder in it. So we put the 4-cylinder in it, and then I heard then the 2021s, if you had the V6 in it, the valves drop. I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't get the V6. That would have been terrible. That would have been my luck too. But yeah, this is the things that I like and don't like about the Bronco. This video here, and yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Gonna upgrade the stereo, like I said, and clean it up. I have a lot of plans for this, so I can't wait to do her up. It's been a while. I want to get the hood struts or whatever you want to call them, so you don't have to use that bar to open up your hood. It'll stay up. Just little things like that. Yeah, she's still pretty cool. There's the front shock. Oh, you can't really see it. Front shocks right there. They look a little rusty crusty. I'm kind of hoping that was a recall too. This thing will be brand new again. Oh, there is another recall, by the way. A fuel pump kicks off. It's like, yes. Oh, yeah. They said that I got that recall in the house. That if you're going down the road, the fuel shut off your motor and all this, and it caused safety. I think, oh, great, because I go long distance with this thing, especially when you go down to Pittsburgh area from here. You're doing 70 miles an hour, and all of a sudden, the fuel pump cuts off. So I keep bugging them every chance I get. I said, hey, you get that fuel pump? Because they have to get the parts first. And as soon as they do, this thing's going in. Yeah. And so, yeah, let them do all the hard work, replacing the parts and stuff. And then you don't have to worry about that. This thing will last for almost forever. But okay, guys. This is a long enough video of me talking and walking around. But yeah, those are the things I hate and love about the Bronco. And all the problems I've had. But yeah, if your license plate doesn't work, your light, don't replace the bulb. find that wiring harness, unplug it, clean it, plug it back in, and it works fine. Oh, that just kills me. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll be talking to you.